5 tips to make your fingerstyle sound amazing. Number 1, always use proper fingerstyle technique, which if you're playing in the classical method involves using the thumb and the first 3 fingers on your plucking hand, allowing your thumb to remain sideways on the guitar so that you can use the pad of it to push down the bass strings and use the other fingers to pull up against the other strings, creating a motion where both fingers don't get in the way of each other and creates a nice relaxed synergy from your fingers down to the strings. Number 2, unless the music says not to, always sustain your strings. Sustain is just a word that means letting the note ring out. A big problem that people have is they let their notes mute a little bit too early. Let's say that you were playing this G chord here. You can hold down all the fingers of the chord before you even start playing whatever the melody is, and try to hold down every single finger unless you have to move it to change the note. For example, that might look something like this. Instead of plucking through these and then removing your fingers too early, and letting go of that sustain. Number 3, proper left hand position. You need to make sure that you have enough room and space underneath your fingers to make some pretty wide leaps. There's a lot of big stretches in classical pieces because you're not just playing chords, you're also playing notes and melody at the same time, which means you need to leave your hands free and clear, allowing you to curl your fingers and bring your wrist out while your thumb maintains the back of the neck position that allows you to keep your fingers straight and stretch as far as you possibly need so that you can make the melody notes happen. Number 4, pay attention to your dynamics, which is a word in music that just means volume. You need to make sure that each finger is playing at a consistent volume. Sometimes it can happen that one or more of your fingers plucks the strings a little bit harder than the others, or your thumb gets a little bit too soft, mainly due to bad positioning. You need to make sure that each note is ringing out clean, clear, and consistently, and if you're using something like a thumb pick, noting that that note is going to be louder than the rest of them, which it should for that typical style of music. And finally, number 5, expression. You need to make sure that when you're playing your notes, you're expressing them the way that you want to hear them. I can tell the difference between an intermediate and an advanced guitar player because an intermediate guitar player might play all of the right things, but they sound wooden, and that's because they're not feeling or hearing the notes the way that they probably should be felt or heard. Some tools of expression are slides, vibrato, hammer-ons, and pull-offs, and using those tools can help you express the notes the way you want to hear them, and also allow you to be a little bit more flexible with the music so that when you play it, it sounds like you and not like every other guitar player. If you guys like these tips, you can listen to my original acoustic music, which is on Spotify right now with the link in my profile. Check it out, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys for the next one.